We're here in the chicken coop, and look at there. This is Auntie Red. We're clipping the chicken's wings, and it's just that time. But we gotta do that every once in a while so they don't jump over the gate. Cause we only
eat my lettuce.
Yeah, we only want them out when we let them out.
Right.
But they have their own area here to free range, and then every once in a while we let them out in the garden. But that's only when we can monitor them so they don't eat the lettuce. So since we got the rooster, he loves to get out, and they all just follow him and do what he does. So we had to get him first, and that's a big bird.
Look at him, little pretty stuff. You're so handsome.
And he also chases me because he sees me every time.
He likes you. He thinks you're cute.
He has a crush on Aina. So the way I do it is I lay the bird down and I just cover up their eyes just to keep them relaxed, and I just kind of hold them while Asia clips the wings. And this is something you could do by yourself. You can just hold the bird with one hand and clip the wing yourself.
Kind of just start kind of a little bit below right where these feathers start to give.
It's like clipping your fingernail. At some point you can't feel it, but if you go too far down, you'll start to feel it.
Right.
So this is the same thing.
And I like to just kind of fan out the wing.
Okay, so look at that. She's still happy.
Yeah, you can.
And now we just give her a little bit of love, and then she goes back to play.
Thanks, Dinah, for recording the video. You did a good job.
Who else?
That's it.
I think we got them all. Everybody, look at all these feathers. All right, family. So this is me working in between two farms. This farm here, lush, mature, tons of soil, tons of dirt. And then the other farm, young. It doesn't have a lot of soil. It has a lot of rock. But this is how I'm making it happen. I fill up these cans, load these cans in my trailer, and then when I go over to the other farm, the Big Island Tiny Cabin, where it's mainly rock, there's not a lot of soil, we have to build it up. We're working with what we got, and we're pretty much starting from zero on that piece of land. But we're just gonna show you how we're making it happen. Our trees are happy, healthy, growing. Everything we planted there is doing well. The thing is, it's the perfect environment, it's the perfect climate, the perfect elevation. It gets just the right amount of moisture over there. The only thing that's missing is the abundance of soil, lush soil over there. So, like I said, this is how I'm making it happen. Okay, as you see, we tilled it up. We mixed in that the cow manure, the chicken manure, along with just different compost dirt from around the farm. We mixed up this little area, and as you see, we tilled those weeds in too. So I wouldn't recommend that for if you're going to use this in a garden bed, because the plants are just so small, fragile. It's harder for them to compete with weeds. So if you're going to do this, I wouldn't till all those weeds in if it's for a garden bed. If it's for trees, which is what I'm going to go put these on, semi-mature trees, I don't mind the weeds. I don't mind the weeds under those trees. I'm going to put mulch over it, and then I have grazing animals around that will take care of those weeds. I'm going to weed whack it. It'll compost back into the soil. I just don't mind the weeds on trees. So we mixed it all up. I'm going to fill up these totes here, and then we're going to take this over to the other farm. All right, got them loaded up. Look at this. Beautiful, prime, living soil. One extra step in the whole process. Us bringing it from one farm to another farm, but we're doing what we got to do. This is the dirt. We carried it from one farm to the other. Chicken manure, cow manure, and compost dirt mixed up. And what I'm doing is I'm spreading this around the drip line of this tree. And the reason I put it around the drip line is because that's where the trees feed from. And then I'm going to cover this with a layer of mulch. So you've seen it, how I'm making it happen. As you see, I don't have a lot of soil here, so I'm doing what I gotta do to make it work. And look at these trees. They're happy. It's working out. One more step than the perfect situation, but you can make it work.
Look at this dirt.
Continue to spread this mulch. That's our pile.
Looks well mixed. Looks really good.
And like I said, that's why I said I don't mind tilling the weeds in, because the bunnies, the chickens, we have over 100 chickens, around 100 chickens that will be in this area right here, and they'll eat those weeds up. So that's why I kind of don't mind. I actually prefer a little bit more of a weedy mix like that for this type of situation. So it's a constant effort of me trying to build the soil up. Give me 2 years and you'll barely recognize this rocky ground right here. It will look much more lush than it actually is. And imagine 5 years. So give me 2 years from me just doing these simple things. But what I'm going to do, the big thing is that mulch that you see there. I'm going to continue to bring that mulch in, and I'm going to spread big piles of that mulch all throughout this area. The chickens and the bunnies, they'll break that down, and we'll have at least a layer this thick of premium dirt within the next 2 years.
All right. That's what we're working with now. Do the best with what you have.